Wayfinder, welcome to the night of quiet breath. Feast before the battle, take a nap after.
Ah, my kind of party.
Come on. Everyone's resting.
That was one heck of a fight. Glad it's done.
Exhilarating, though. Not quite the same as fighting an Elder Dragon, but a battle worthy of some fable.
Thank you both for all of this. Excellent backup you were.
Oh yes, that was all you, Cup.
You're very welcome.
Anytime, kid.
Pause inside with Sorrow and the blue guy. Might want to make our way in before.
Oh no, Malice and I will wait out here and keep guard.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving all the hard work for us? Fine. Come on, kid.
After this, I'm starting torpor early.
Wayfinder, never has your arrival been so gladly received. Thank you for allowing us in your home, Claw the Lowland Coden.
The threat has passed. Now, we must heal.
I agree. And on the topic of healing, Waiting Sorrow has more to tell you.
More?
Hey now, my cerulean guest. We already know she's a wizard, or whatever you want to call all that.
Little Claw, there is more to say. There's a version of the story that would take me years to explain, but I owe this to you both. Thousands of years ago, long before Or's prime, I was born of whispers, visions, and images. I was destined to become a voice of Coda, the youngest the Coden of that era had seen. My Claw, he was kind, fierce. He sat with me many a night as I acclimated to my role. We bonded, but the dragon storm raged outside our dens, and as the storm picked up, Coda's voice turned angry. My reality changed. I started losing myself. I couldn't trust the visions. They lied to me. I'm not certain it was Coda that I heard. I hated having a destiny, and I felt like a threat. So, I left.
I know this story.
Sorrow came to me, and I helped her sever her tie to the mists. Coda's voice no longer burdened her.
You are the missing voice of our ancestors.
I am. And I have regretted leaving my people every day since. That's why I came here.
My people are not a balm for your wounds.
That's never how I meant it to be. I am sorry, Alder.
Air is what I need.
I'll go to him. Has a habit of retreating into himself, he does. Sorrow, you are not the monster you fear.
They needed to know you did what was necessary.
Now they do.
Wayfinder, back at the Wizard's Tower when you first returned Sorrow home, you may have noticed an air of tension and the mention of Mabon.
Right. I was wondering about that.
It seems that our friend kept a few secrets under lock and key.
200 years ago, Mabon went to Bavanisos right after the Titans licked it clean. After the Mersat had been killed. Mabon told me he went to hide a mist gate that they kept in the gut of the city. He placed a ward over the isle. But when he died, that ward fell. All of Bavanisos once again exposed to the world.
I was with the Lowlanders when it happened. Even they felt their fur stand up.
Ura mentioned a door being open. Do you think...
I believe they came from the very gate that Mabon sought to hide. But even I don't know how it opened again.
If it's still open, then we need to find it and do whatever we can to shut it.
I agree, Wayfinder. Before any more Titans are forged.
Bavanisos is the worst of Janthir. Maybe one of the worst waypoints in Tyria's history. The situation must be contained.
I guess we're headed to Bavanisos then.
I will inform the Alliance.
All shiny.
For a fleeting interaction between Mabon and I to become the focus of my thoughts, and one that happened 2 centuries past. I don't want to think of him as a liar, or ignorant.
Did he lie?
I don't know. But he certainly kept truths to himself. I was kept in shadow.
We'll find out what happened. I know that was hard, but it's good that they know.
I mourn, but I can't deny the lightness. A shackle. Released. I try not to regret my decisions, Wayfinder. There was no world where I remained with the Bearkin all those years ago. My visions were violent and indistinguishable from truth. I would have hurt someone, perhaps many, and he would have never led them southward. The Bearkin of the Lowland would not have thrived as they do now. Thank you for the shoulder, Wayfinder, but I would like to be left to my thoughts for a while.
You okay, Pokey?
You know, I'm just fine. Is that okay? I feel like my core should be shaking. But if I'm being earnest with you, Wayfinder, I'm fine. Really, I've got a lot of questions, but fearful I am not. My own world is just very small all of a sudden. And in the best way. There's so much more world to see. I want to see Sorrow's world, your world. I want to hear stories. I want to know more about magic. I want to see Tyria. I just need to make sure Pa's okay, you know? I was born when the world started changing. He's always lived in the wilds.
I've heard that tale from ashmakers my entire life.
I'm sorry. I never meant to deceive you. I'm put into a lot of situations like that.
Blame you I cannot. You are just another leaf caught in the runoff. However, I don't think I can join your alliance. Not right now. It's not for fear of you. Your alliance has been generous. Most of the Astral Ward as well. Our world expanded with such velocity. I fear what may happen if the tides spill past the shore.
I understand. And regardless of your place in the Alliance, that won't stop us from helping you or the Bearkin.
You are a considerate diplomat. Despite my rumblings, there are worse examples for my son to follow.
Are you headed back to the Grove then?
As much as I'd like to stay here with the Bearkin, yes, I should. I need to be with Mother. Mind you, I certainly don't regret coming. The Bearkin are safer now, and that brings me joy. I'm sad to leave. But if Mother were to worsen, well, this is not where I'm most needed.
Hopefully her cure is just over the horizon.
I hope so. Time will tell.
I bet you're eager to get back to the office.
You know it. We accomplished a lot here. I also shook off some dust that desperately needed shaking. Been an Imperator for a while, but after Bangar, gotta admit, I was rattled. Needed to find my own wilderness again. This was good for that. I got back out into the field, got my paws nice and muddy. Didn't see the whole Titan thing coming. Almost a little poetic, yeah?
Did you find your wilderness then?
The best thing about finding one's wilderness is that you're not really supposed to. Instead, you find comfort in not knowing. I don't want to be Connor. Too much wilderness. I'm ready to return to Ash, but I need to be in the field too.